What's going on, everybody? Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here with another product review. Today, you guys, I am reviewing the Onnit Steel Club and Mace. I love these, you guys. This is probably one of my personal favorites when it comes to exercise equipment. I don't know if you're like me and I'm nerdy, so this fascinates me. This stuff actually dates back to ancient Persia. Yes, the warriors would use single-sided counterweight pieces of equipment, clubs, maces, to simulate a battle situation with which to train. Even back then, as outdated as they were, they understood that repetitious movement using an object that is heavier than the actual object that will come into play in real life will increase strength and stamina. I think that's cool, and I love that Onnit has used this and kind of brought back something that's, that old and ancient. Again, I love these. What I like most about these is that this can be an aerobic or an anaerobic type piece of equipment to create those kinds of exercises. No matter what I'm doing, if I'm doing legs, if I'm doing core, if I'm doing upper body, I can throw these in there and just intensify the workout through a superset. I believe that using functional aspects of exercise increases, no matter what it is you're trying to do, your strength. If you're trying to be a powerlifter, bodybuilder, if you're trying to shred, whatever it is you're doing, I like functional exercises, and Onnit has done that very well. So this is the Onnit Mace, which ranges from 7 all the way to 30 pounds. This is the Onnit Club, very similar, both similar in the counterweight variety as far as all the weight being on one side followed by the handle on the other. Oof, don't fall. The only difference being the Indian club is obviously shorter and offers a different array of exercises that we'll get to in a second. But both of these provide a really easy to use, easy to store, varietal exercise type equipment that all garage gym owners and trainers should have in their arsenal. So we recently posted a video that had 5 exercises using these that I want to go over with you guys. It really piques my interest when you guys want more information on the stuff that we post. So please keep the questions coming. So looking here at exercise number 1, yes, these are awesome. These are using the lightest form of the Indian club. So these are going to be your 2.5 pounders. This is to warm up the shoulders for upper body day. I do this at least 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what muscle group I'm hitting. What it allows you to do is basically a single arm 360, working and engaging the rotator cuff without overusing it or burning it out for the workout that you're about to do. I like these. That's a very, very cool. And strictly speaking, it's a warm-up. I haven't necessarily used that as a workout, but rather a warm-up. Okay, exercise number 2. Yes, okay. So this is essentially a kettlebell swing. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Using the Indian club with a hinge to a squat pattern movement. So if you watch the video here, you'll see that I squat down and then I hinge. And then I squat and then I hinge, coming up to the shoulder each time. This is an outstanding way to throw anything that you're doing as far as leg day. If you're doing a conditioning day, this will kick it into the aerobic, and this will really just burn you out if you do even just 30 seconds of this. Okay, exercise number 3. Okay, yes, these are shoulder 360s. I throw these in upper body day. They are a killer for a shoulder. If you want to throw these in with something slow and even isometric, like maybe a pause standing military overhead press, I like to do these as well. Something that's, powerful and something that's more for really slow, concentrated movement, something quick and something slow together, usually makes that superset really, really efficient. So I would do these toward the end of the workout if it was me. Exercise number 3, the dreaded tire slams. Yes, probably one of the best pieces of equipment to use for this exercise is the Mace by Onnit. I really cannot commend it enough, because when you're doing this exercise with a sledgehammer, which is the more popular form of this exercise, you've got yourself a hammer that has a very odd shape to it. If you think about the head of a hammer, you've got 2 flat sides and then a weird cylinder type shape. It's where if you land in the wrong way, well, that hammer might shoot in a direction when it pops back up off the tire that isn't necessarily all that efficient for just repetitious slams. It doesn't allow you to focus on generating the power that you're trying to generate when you do this exercise. The Mace is different. It's got a perfectly cylinder shape. No matter what side of it I land, I know that Mace is coming straight back up so that I can catch it, reload, and then hit again. That exercise is probably one of the best forms of conditioning. I use it with any of my athletes, anybody who just wants to burn out at the end of a workout or make that a pivotal part of the workout. Tire slams are great, and the Mace is outstanding for it. So we have one more exercise that I saw here. Yes, one of my personal favorites. Guys, I love movements that work in the transverse plane. What that means is you've got yourself here a twist motion that is using, it's called a wobble board. I just actually picked it up. It's a badass little piece of equipment, and it allows you to stay down in a squat, work your way forward with rotational movement. So you have to have that rotational power in order to move forward using the wobble board. And what I use the Indian club for is, again, like I said, it provides counterweight. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll move forward out here with the weight extended in front of me, and then when I get halfway, I'll move the weight to the side. And because I am rotating my body, that counterweight is going to make one side of the rotation harder than the other one. And of course, when I do the next exercise, or even in that same one, depending on how many reps I'm doing, I'll go to the other side. Hitting both sides equally, that's a core blast, that's a leg blast, and that's a conditioning killer. That's a great way to end a leg day if you ever want to just, if you have the wobble board, use that. If not, just do maybe monster walks with a band around your knees, or just do low lunge walking just with the counterweight. Guys, again, I cannot commend Onnit enough. This is an amazing piece of equipment. I have the full lineup of these. It's not necessary to have that. If you just pick up a couple of them, you can get real creative with the workouts. If you guys want more content, you want to see a little bit more about what this does, or other pieces of equipment that we're going to review in the future, please give us a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.